90s hip-hop star Coolio was busted at LAX this week. The genius who gave us the Kenan and Kel theme song was arrested for possession of a firearm by a felon after police reportedly discovered a loaded weapon in his carry-on bag. Coolio addressed the incident in a brief message. Calling the situation a misunderstanding, he probably explained to the officer that he never committed a crime in his life, except for holding on to this haircut after 1996 and that appearance in Leprechaun in the Hood. This is the Boombox Rewind.
What we do here is go back.
Salutations, Boombox fans. I'm Stereo Williams, music writer, culture critic, and Darius Rucker body double, here with a look back at one insane week. The Game admitted this week that he feels like his ongoing beef with Meek Mill is small compared to things happening around the country. It's cool to see one of rap's most famously antagonistic personalities take stock of his behavior, but come on, bro. The Game has been beefing with everybody since forever. He never felt the need to reflect on his feuds with Young Thug, Jay-Z, 50 Cent, Shine, 40 Glock, Chris Brown, Frank Ocean, Billy Ocean, James Earl Jones. Game's beef with a lot of people is what I'm saying. He's been coming at me with both barrels, and it's starting to look a little ridiculous to a lot of fans. And maybe he can save face by pulling out via social awareness. But it's hard to believe that breaking news will suddenly change the guy who once beat down a guy on his own video shoot.
Yeah.
Gucci Mane just dropped his new single Bling Blow Burr, and his new album Woptober is due in October. Who isn't happy for Gucci Mane? A few years ago, this guy was spiraling downward. He was headed into prison after a series of increasingly bizarre run-ins with the law and even more bizarre rants on social media. And he looked like a guy doomed to sabotage his career. He had the temperament of Cat Williams and the physique of Dan Aykroyd. You didn't know if Gucci's greatest battle was going to be with Jeezy, jail, or diabetes. Gucci should become a life coach. Maybe he can help Corey Feldman figure out what the hell happened to Corey Feldman. Over the past week, the shootings of Terrence Crutcher in Tulsa and Keith Lamont Scott in Charlotte, North Carolina have once again thrust police violence against black citizens into the national spotlight. The deaths come on the heels of the shootings of 13-year-old Tyree King in Columbus, Ohio, and highly publicized killings of Philando Castile and Alton Sterling this past summer. We keep seeing these incidents play out in living color, and our country still doesn't seem to understand why we can't ignore a consistent pattern, and why so many Americans can't be silent about what they're faced with. Watching people constantly gunned down is traumatizing enough. Imagine feeling like it could happen to you at any moment. And imagine knowing that if it did happen to you, there would be no resolution for your family or your community. Your death would be dismissed by all the parties you were supposed to entrust with serving that community. Your life wouldn't have mattered to anyone powerful enough to enact justice. I tried for a long time to come up with a way to spoof this. I thought about how clueless so many Americans seem to be about what's going on. I thought about the bad arguments that people make for their own indifference. I thought about how it's happening so regularly that we rarely even talk about it seriously anymore. I kept thinking for a way to make all that funny. But then I realized, what the f is so funny about that?